You ready?
Ready.
100%?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Dang. Sarah Dawn Montes.
Hello.
This is a special episode.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on this special episode.
I know. You've been killing it.
Yes, our team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see you everywhere.
That's a good thing.
Saw you on SOC Scoop, and pretty much the hub of the culture in Salt Lake City is SOC Scoop, right? And I saw you with Elder TikTok. He's the messiah of all the Mormons in Utah. So that's amazing. You're doing a lot of good things.
That's what we need. That's what we have is the support of Utah.
What made you run? As you're District 32, right?
Yes, correct.
What made you want to run?
I think there's just many different reasons. So something very important to me, parental rights.
Oh, okay.
We have kids, and seeing what some people are trying to push onto kids, especially behind the parents' back, is not okay. Another thing is the sex trafficking.
Well, that's a big one.
We have in Utah.
That's a big one. Did you see the girl who's exposing the whole sex parlor thing going on in Lehigh?
No, in Lehigh?
Yeah, it's
okay,
crazy.
I'll have to look into that.
She's like exposing the whole thing. Like there's men going in and they're like, do you know what this is about? And they're like, yeah, just a massage. She's like, no, you know what this is about. And they like get so scared about that whole thing.
Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah. I can't wait to see that. Is that like going on right now?
Yeah, right now. In her story. Well, I forgot her name. Yeah, we'll see. But she's on Instagram. Her name is Janelle something.
Okay.
Really, really good.
Do you know, was she like involved in it? Is that how she knows?
I don't know 100%, but she's exposing the whole thing.
Okay.
So probably, I don't know.
I'm going to get in touch with her.
Yeah, you need to.
Invite her to South Salt Lake and Mill Creek, maybe. But for sure, South Salt Lake.
Does South Salt Lake have a lot of history on that?
Yeah. So there's been many busts of the parlors, and also just trafficking going on like State Street, because State Street is in our district.
Wow. So it's very prevalent there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Dang. So why do you think this whole thing started in South Salt Lake? Was there like a reason why?
Maybe because it's tolerated.
And by this, you mean by the officials?
Yeah, I guess just everybody. If maybe there have been folks that are saying that there's a problem and then the officials haven't done anything, or maybe they have low key. So. Well,
from what I know, from what I hear, for a long time in South Salt Lake, nobody has been heard. There's no really representation to the people or the people's voice. And that's what, when I heard you were running, I was super happy for that. Because, I've been in this city for a long time, and I see how things are evolving for the negative. And I'm glad you're doing this for the people and for people that we see the problems, but nobody's really speaking about it. So, yeah, for sure. We've heard that many times, that the people don't have representation. And then it's even more scary when you go into the council meetings and the council women or the council people are saying that they don't have representation, they don't have a voice, and even the mayor. So that's weird. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because I bet, there has to be, what's her name? I don't even know what her name is. Let's not say names. Yeah. Because your opponent. Okay. I had never even heard about that person. Yeah. And it's scary, and it's a problem when you don't know who's running the whole system, right? Yeah. You don't know who's in charge of things. That's scary. Because then you're like, okay, why don't we know? There's a problem in that. Yeah. And I feel like, you being so out there, being so public, there's so much transparency that you're bringing into the race, into the party, that it feels fresh, Yeah, I think it's so important to know who your representative is. A lot of times, voters just vote down the ticket. So if they're Republican, R. Yeah. And same with Democrats. Also, some people vote for the races that they're most interested in, and then they leave out like the House or the school board. So
it's might not be as exciting to follow the smaller races, but those are the ones that really matter.
Yes.
And apply to your everyday life.
Well, I always tell people, if you're really going to vote, get to know the district, that you're in. Get to know the people closest to you. Because even with the national election going on, I don't think it matters. Like in the long run, I'm like, what really matters is what is going to affect me after the elections. What's going to affect me in January? What's going to affect me in February? Right? That's what matters. Because, Washington and the big cities, yes, is going to affect them. But us, it's not really going to affect us. It's going to be the people we elect from the bottom, right? So what do you think makes you a better candidate than the person that's at the spot that you want to take?
Okay, that is such an easy question. And it's that I listen and I go to the voters, I go to the people and hear what they have to say. Even if it's, if I know that it's going to be a room full of people that might not like me, I still go and listen to what they're saying. I'm conservative, I'm Republican, but I'm going to the progressive bloc parties.
I've seen that. No, you've been going into places that a lot of even the liberals wouldn't go.
Right.
Because they're so scared of going to those places.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the problems that I have with a lot of Democrats and liberals, that they speak about being about the community, being about minority like we are, but they don't even show up. They are at the really rich people's places. They're at the mansions places. They're never in the hood. They're never in the Latino rancho market. They're never there. So it's not fair that they use us as a crutch. They're like, hey, we care about you, but that's because we need you for now.
Yeah.
But in the long run, where are they? Yeah, they all talk. So I feel like that's one thing that you're kind of highlighting, that you're there. You are with the Cholos. I've seen you with the Cholos. I've seen you in the lowriders. I've seen you in the boxing matches. I've seen you everywhere. So that just makes you a connection to everybody. And even in social media, you're always giving out your phone number.
Yeah.
Aren't you scared that you're going to get like a stalker or something?
I think I'm getting a little bit more spam calls.
Really?
But also voters and those interested are calling me too.
Yeah.
People from like the centrist party, independents. I've had phone calls with Democrats calling me mad and telling me, addressing like the Republican stance on abortion and stuff. And by the end of the conversation, 45 minutes later, they say, thank you for talking with me and going over these things.
Yeah.
So it's hard, but it's like just feeling like, okay, I'm connecting. Even across the aisle, I'm connecting with people in my district. Yeah. So it's very gratifying.
Yeah, no, connection at the end of the day is the biggest thing you can have for the voters and for the people, right? So I'd never really talked about it, but what is this? Because you brought me into here, I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. I feel like, it kind of showcased where you're going through right now.
We're in war.
Yeah, you're in war right now, right?
People are losing their fingers.
Oh my God.
You see that?
Wow, that's crazy.
But I'm not.
Actually.
We're not losing. I still have all my fingers.
Oh, okay. You're still gonna have all your fingers again. No, but I mean, what is this? Is this what's this store called?
So this is the General Army Navy store on Redwood Road, in Taylorsville. This is my aunt's store.
Really?
She started it in 1981, and we've got like surplus, Army, Navy, camping, hiking, backpacking, outdoors merchandise here.
There's a lot of stuff here. Oh my God.
And, it's really fun to come in because it's like a museum.
Yeah, I see that. Well, I saw a skillet over there that I really want to buy, actually, because I've been wanting to cook ribeyes because I've been really into, cooking.
Nice.
And I love, and every time I see a good video about ribeyes, boom, it's a nice skillet. And I'm like, why don't I have a skillet? Like, I can't just, is that what it's called?
The only problem I had with those is cleaning it. So when you figure that out, let me know. Well, especially if you take it camping.
Yeah. Well, I had a friend actually he's in Miami now, and he would get mad at his wife because she would clean the thing.
Yeah. And, okay, I think you're supposed to use mineral water.
Yeah, no, but he says that it's like it gives it flavor. And he doesn't. I'm like, wait, you don't clean it? That's crazy.
The food from last year just gives it that remembrance, that flavor.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna leave that. I want to wash it, you know. But also, you're supposed to use mineral water.
I think so.
Oh, damn.
We should look into that. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like this store kind of represents what, you know, a lot of veterans been through. There's a lot of cool things here I haven't seen in other stores. I know someone like Carl Jurek would love this place here.
Yeah, Carl, come on in.
Come on,
get
Jurek,
you the homie discount.
So moving forward, right? So at this point, you have what, a month left? Less than a month, right?
Yes. Wow.
Ooh. How do you feel? Like, is this like? How do you feel about the whole thing?
I feel good.
Yeah.
But we're not letting up yet. We're not like taking a break. We are going full force. I remember talking with Kim Coleman. She's the vice chair of the Utah Party, Republican Party. And she told me that it's going to get so like crazy toward the end. Yeah. And I thought it was crazy a month ago. And I was like, no, Kim, like it already is. But now it's like, right when I wake up, it's Boom. Something to do with the campaign. And then right now it's what, like 8 o'clock and we're still going. We've been going all day.
Yeah. This doesn't stop.
Does not stop.
You're pretty much like a famous person who doesn't get paid for it.
Hey, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you know, the cool thing about the whole thing is that I see you with your family all the time. And is your family a big is your family a big part of your brand in a way?
Yes, they are this campaign. Wow. I'm just the face, but Joey is like the engine, and the kids they make us keep doing this every day and fighting so that they have a good future.
What did they think when you said, "Hey, I'm running"?
I don't think any of us were really thinking it would be like this. So
really?
We're just like, oh, like, I don't know. It's, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, no, I bet. But I mean, when it started, what was it? Did it ask you or did you just make the decision or how did it all happen?
I think we kind of got into it gradually. Like we were just like, yeah, we're going to run. Went to the county clerk and we would go to like an event or something every once a week or once every 2 weeks in the beginning. And then it just so it wasn't like a huge jump. It's just been kind of gradual.
Yeah.
So
when you were a little girl, did you ever think you were going to run for a seat?
No. I always wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, okay. Teacher.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had this like huge whiteboard and I would have my brother and sister like sit in front of it and I'd be the teacher and I'd
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be a teacher.
Well, that explains a lot. That's why in your videos you explain a lot of the things. You're like teaching people what.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Okay, so I'm still a teacher.
Yeah.
I'm Miss Montes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if let's say there's a voter out there, right, that doesn't know how to do this. Like it's their first time ever. They're like, I don't know what's going on. What are the steps to be able to vote?
Okay, so go to vote.utah.gov and you just enter in your information, like your personal information, your name, address, your birthday, your social and all that, or your driver's license. And then you can request to get a mail-in ballot or you can go vote in person. So it's pretty simple.
Okay. It's... what's the easiest way to do it?
I think the mail-in ballots are easiest to request a mail-in ballot. But there are some people who are very concerned about that.
Yeah, is it safe?
So do you remember Celeste Malloy and Colby Jenkins?
Yes.
Is their race. They had like 1,000 or something ballots that were sent out of state.
Oh, wow.
And then they came back like too late.
Oh, to Vegas.
Yes.
Was that? Yeah. That was crazy.
So
did they ever count them?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. It feels like a long time. It's probably like 2 months ago.
But so if you put it into the mailbox, that could happen. So maybe a drop box is better, or even going in person. Like if you're really concerned about election integrity. I
feel like in a way, I went to vote this primary, and it was so chill to go and just do it in person.
Okay, so you went in person.
Yeah, I went in person.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got the sticker and all. Like, it was dope. It was a vibe. I feel like a lot of people forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like things became so easy that I'm like, no, I want to go out. I want to be able to, it's like watching a movie. Like I'd rather go to a theater and like appreciate the whole thing. The whole process is my first time voting ever. So I went to vote, and they give you, you sign in, you go into the place, and then you're there alone, and then you have to pick the name, right? And then you get the sticker, and it's like, oh, that was cool. I feel like I contributed.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Contributed?
Contributed, yeah.
Contributed.
How did you register to vote? Did you register there in person, or did you register online?
In person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you can do both, right?
Yeah.
There and online.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know how to register online. So once I got there, they asked me for my name and where I lived and everything, and boom. It was pretty easy.
Was it pretty close to your house? Did you go nearby?
Very close. I think it was like 3 minutes away.
Nice.
So it was. I don't think it's hard. Like people make it such a big deal, and I'm like, no, voting is dope. It's cool.
I think the part that's hard for a lot of people is the homework that you have to do.
And that's why the caucus convention is so important.
Yeah.
It's true, because I know I went through that as well. And shout out to you guys. You guys are the ones to put me on to that.
Awesome. I
had no idea about caucus convention or anything. But the energy you get when you go to a caucus convention is like no other. Like, there's the whole SB 54. Yeah, the 54. Like
signature
gathering. You get to sign the person you want to get in. But I'm like, you know how many things I've signed in my life that I don't know what happened with?
Right.
I have no clue. I've signed so many things in my life that I don't even remember. So I'd rather take my time, hang out with other people who have a similar mindset, and really find out who I want as a leader. And for me.
Yeah, it's high energy.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of energy. You get to hear like what other people are thinking, even learn.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes like things that you didn't know about a certain candidate or policy that you'll learn while talking.
Plus the rumors too, there's drama going. There's a lot of drama because there's so many people who are invested in the process. So a lot of people know what's going on, and then you get there and they're like, hey, what about this guy? It's like, oh, did you know this? And then you go to another person, did you know this? And you kind of compare, is it true or not? Or is it too much,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, shout out to the delegates. They go crazy. Like last one was like at 12 a.m. they went home or something?
Yes. The convention, the state convention.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was
insane.
A crazy night.
I heard about that. I was like, what? Till 12?
You even stayed pretty late, didn't you?
Yeah, but not that late though. That was crazy. I stayed till like, 7 or something?
Okay.
Everybody stayed till like 12 or 1 in the morning. There's no way I'm going to do that. So that's why I think it's so important to put more importance on the delegates, because they really do the homework. They really, really appreciate the process.
Right.
They do a lot more than your normal voter who just wants to, maybe they kind of know about somebody, but they haven't done the homework.
Yeah. So one thing about like the, hold on, I just forgot what I was going to say.
One thing about the voters.
I don't know. Oh, well.
It happens to me last night, actually, with my girlfriend. It was crazy. I was going to tell her something, then I forgot. And I was like, what the heck is going on with me? I was asking her, like, where do those thoughts go to? You know what I mean? Like
they escape. They come out and they...
Yeah, I know. It's like, where the heck are they? That makes no sense to me. I need an explanation. I need that scientific information about what the heck happens to those thoughts. I don't know.
Someone tell us.
Yeah, in the comments below. So, moving forward, right? Literally around the corner. If there is a voter who has no idea who you are, or is kind of like in the mix of should I vote for her or should I vote for the other person, what would you tell them?
Well, I would go and I would tell you to, or I would ask you to go do your research and see what the incumbent has done in the past 2 years and what legislation she's proposed or passed, and see if that is aligned with what your vision is for South Salt Lake, Mill Creek, and Salt Lake.
And what do you want out of this, Sarah? Because I know it's a lot, right? It's a long process. It's very hard on you. But at the end of the day, what do you want from this?
Okay, that's a good question. I just want to just know that the people in our city, our community, our state are taken care of. I think there's a lot of like new ideologies that are coming up, and they're so new and like interesting that like some people are just jumping into them, but we're not thinking about the consequences. So I want to protect especially our youth.
Yes.
In South Salt Lake, we've got many resource centers that are tax exempt. And in South Salt Lake, we have the highest the property taxes. So we've got lowest income earners in all of Utah in South Salt Lake and highest property taxes.
Really? So
we need representation. Like we need a voice. We need someone. We need a representative to go to these meetings and advocate for state funding for us.
Yeah, and represent the people.
Yes.
Because, we all need a voice to stand up for us. Because, we can call it a system, but whatever's going on over there, the normal person can't be a part of. So there needs to be somebody who is smart enough and cares enough for the people, that stands up and gives a lot of themselves. Because, a lot of you candidates don't talk about it, but there's a lot of yourself you have to give. And it gets tiring, and I guess I get the whole, smile and pretend like nothing's going on, but there's a lot going on. You're a normal person. I just saw that you had to, your daughter had, you're so busy, but your daughter had a volleyball game and you were right there. And now you're right here. Like that says a lot.
Everywhere. We know what's important. We're always there for family, for friends. And, our community, the people in our community, they are our friends.
Yeah. So. Well, Sarah, I know you have a lot to do. I know you're super busy, but thank you. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm going to be voting for you, so.
Yay!
Let's go. No, but so, love you guys. Remember, go vote. This is a special person and that cares about you and wants to see you happy and wants to fight for you. So, yes, go to sleep early and go vote, right?
Yep. Check out our website, sarahforutah.com, or call me.
Ooh.
Phone number's out there.
So here's my number. So call me, maybe. No, but love you guys. You've got to play that song. What?
You've got to play that song. You've got to finish it.
No, because then YouTube's going to tell you revenue. I can't do that. God, freaking YouTube. So yeah, love you guys. Peace out. Yo, that was good, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, that was really good. That was awesome.